I would like to use this opportunity to appreciate all the participants of this program during the pandemic. I, on behalf of the entire team, would like to welcome our respected guest speaker, Mr. Moidur Rahman, Senior Lecturer at Jazan University, Saudi Arabia, for accepting our invitation, taking his precious time out and gracing this session. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
It is a great honor for us to have you this program, and you are quietly welcome. Once again, I welcome everyone for this event today. Now I am handing over the session to Dr. P. Susila Madam.
Respected guest of honor, head of the department, and beloved participants, a warm good morning to everyone. I, Mr. J. Satish Kumar from the Department of Commerce, SRM IST, Ramapuram, welcome you all the international seminar. I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Moidur Rahman sir, MCA Senior Lecturer at Jazan University, Saudi Arabia, for accepting the invitation and presiding over this seminar on the topic network security and cryptography. With the increasing reliance on technology, it is becoming more and more essential to severe every aspect of online information data as the internet grow and the networks becomes bigger. Data integrity has become one of the most important aspects for organization to consider. A good network security system helps business to reduce the risk of falling victim of data theft. The network needs security against attraction and hackers. The goal of network security is to keep the network running and safe for all legitimate users. A properly prospected network is essential to any business to increase the performance of network, to avoid attack from ransomware, to comply with regulatory compliance for the business findings, to protect the client's data, to protect the data of the business. Thank you. Session over to the Moidur Rahman sir.
Okay, nice. Very good morning to everyone, especially HOD of Commerce Department and Amreen ma'am and all other expected guest and participant. Today is very important day and it is for everyone interest because everyone in the day-to-day life now because of the pandemic we are relying on the online and every online system requires the security and password and protection of data, everything as explained earlier also. So this will be very, very useful for everyone and I hope you will benefit it. So let's start this one and I will share my screen so that you will
Sir, one second,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
We'll give the guest introduction, sir, within 2 minutes, sir.
No problem. Yes, fine.
Thank you, sir. I feel so privileged to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Mohidur Rahman, Senior Lecturer at Jazan University, Saudi Arabia. He has completed his bachelor's with physics, chemistry, and mathematics as honors and master degree in computer science and applications from Maghad University, India between 1990 to 1994. He was certified as software quality analyst in 2000, software test engineer from Quality Assurance Institute, Florida, USA, and Primavera project management for IT industry in 2001 from Saudi Arabia. He is currently experienced with 28 years in the field of teaching and training. He has acted as project officer cum project quality supervisor in Samba Financial Group, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He has hailed as system analyst in Tata Iron and Steel Company, Jamshedpur, India, and acted as a project trainee in National Informatics Center, India. His major achievements are Head of Lab Committee, Head of Syllabus Development Committee, Chairman of Academic and Exam Affairs Committee, active member of Web Development Committee, member of Quality Assurance Task Force. He has attended n number of training programs and seminars in his career. Thank you for your act of service, sir. Now I call upon our renowned chief guest, Mr. Mohidur Rahman, to take over the session.
Thank you, Amreen ma'am, and thank you for your very good introduction of mine, and I hope it will go very smooth and it will help everyone. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see my PPT. So this is where we start, okay, as the topic is here, International Seminar on Network Security and Cryptography at SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Rampuram, and I am going to present this today. And it has around 26 slides, so I think you will enjoy it. So let's go. First, I will show you let's begin with the whole screen, okay? Then this is the content, so where we are going to talk about, okay? The first thing is abstract. The second one, the introduction about the security and network security and cryptography. And third one is network security problems. What problems you are facing or everyone is facing. And key process techniques. What are the techniques we are using to secure our data and network? The fourth one is advanced cryptographic techniques. So because you know everywhere the improvement is there, so people are always trying to make more secure. So they are using advanced cryptographic techniques now. And then I will talk about cryptographic technologies. What are the technologies? Cryptographic technologies are used to secure the data and applications. Then I will talk about the applications where we are going to apply in the day-to-day life, and the application of network security, especially in commerce department, e-commerce, because the e-commerce department is going to organize this seminar. So it is very, very, you know, obvious that we should talk about something related to commerce. And the last one is conclusion, okay.
Apa?
So let's begin with the introduction. Okay. What is network security? So first of all, we should define network security. Network security addresses the problem of legitimate message being intercepted and replayed. There are two things, okay? You are going to send message and someone has to receive. So it is very, very important that someone else except the intended receiver should receive it. Otherwise, it will be a, you know, disaster for anyone because of the financial information and other information being sent to some other person, okay? Or someone else it should not see it. The second one is network security is the process of attempting to create a secure computer platform. Everyone is computer, so we have to make, the goal is to make the computer platform a secure one, the trusted one, So that
Hello, sir. Sir, your audio is muted, sir. Can you please make me as unmuted?
okay. So I have to go back or what? From where it was muted? Just tell me. I will start from introduction again. Huh? Okay. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Yes, sir. We
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. So network security is basically addresses the problem of legitimate messages being intercepted and replayed. Someone has to send the message, and the other end, some person who is the one going to accept it. Otherwise, it should not go in the hands of other person. Network security is the process of attempting to create secure computer platform. Everyone is using computer, so the network security goal is to make the computer platform very secure and trusted, so that no one can doubt it, or there is no dilemma of using whether my data is secure or not secure. The third one is accessing, modifying, and deleting. Everywhere there are three major operations going on all the data. Accessing the data means reading it, modifying it, or deleting it. Okay. The action in question may be made easier through the network security and cryptography. Nowadays, many individuals talk about the security but don't want to deal with it when it gets in the way, because everyone is talking about the security, but no one is going to take the responsibility. But in fact, security is the responsibility of everyone. It is not the responsibility of only the company who is running or who is making the software, but everyone has to take caution and has to protect their data as much as possible. And their roles are, maybe their roles are different, but everyone is responsible. Even the user who is going to use, he has to secure his password, his other things, his financial information, his mobile number, he should not share with others. So let's go to next slide. See here, there is a overall view how network security is going to work, because in our day-to-day life we are using lot of internet and financial things and email, everything, and cloud. Now everything is on cloud, so we are using it, and everything goes by the internet, and it has to be secure. So like Cisco VPN Solution Center, and you have application hosting, and you have public internet in different countries, and you have secure extranet also, and you have internet protocol security backbone, then you have secure remote access, and you have different partners also, partner A, B. So this is how the whole world is connected now. This is just an overview that how the data should be secure, because data is traveling all over the world. Now I will talk about cryptography and network security. What is cryptography and what is network security? In today's world, whether it is the real world or cyber world, security has become more practical problem. Everyone has to deal with it. Every action has an equal, the Newton's third law. We are basically working on the same principle. Every action has an equal but opposing response. according to Newton's law. The same is true here in network security, that whatever you will make, how good you are making your data, you will be secure. Otherwise, if you are not making the security, you will lose the data. Regardless of security flaws and eavesdroppers, technical skill has been brilliantly created to withstand any attack. You know, many hackers are trying to hack the data, but don't lose the faith. There are people with high technical skill and they are brilliantly creating the software to protect the data. So the data is protected. You should be very, very, aware of all these things. You should not hesitate to use the things that it is not secure or something, but you have to take some, steps to make sure that you are using the correct and secure website. This presentation describes the advanced technological battles that have been developed along the road, giving rise to the concept of network security, how the network security is being worked. So I am going to explain this one. Basically, there are 4 types of network security issues. The number 1 is secrecy. Second one is authentication. Third one is non-repudiation and integrity control. As you know, secrecy means keeping your data secure, keeping information out of the hands of unauthorized user is what secrecy is all about. Means you have to secure your data. It should not go into the hand of some unauthorized person. The second thing, authentication, means you have to authenticate. Before you divulge critical information or embark into commercial agreement, you must first authenticate who you are speaking with. Means when you are using, you should be authenticated that you are using the secure platform. Signatures are subjected of non-repudiation. Means you cannot question the signatures because it is coming as a digital form, so it is a secure one. Integrity control is concerned with long-term operations such as banking, commerce, and networking. Integrity control is very important because of the long-term operation, because we have financial institutions, we have e-commerce, so we have to make secure and made integral part of the security, should be integral part of the process. Now, what is cryptography? Cryptography is the science of encrypting and decrypting data with the use of mathematics. You know, coding and decoding, there is some other word also, synonyms like this, and previously in the electronic devices you have modulation and demodulation like this, and now in the computer science we are calling it encrypting and decrypting the data. Means coding and decoding the data. This is called cryptography. And to decrypt or encrypt the data, we are using mathematical formulas, very complex, and procedures and algorithms of mathematics is used. Cryptography allows you to store sensitive data or send it through unsecure network like the internet, because internet is an open world. You don't know who is login, who is there. You cannot trust a person over the internet because you don't know. So that no one but the intended recipient may read it. Only whoever you want to send the data, it should reach there. So you have to make sure that your data should not go to unintended recipient. So cryptography is the study of data security, yet cryptanalysts are also known as attackers. There are many attackers called hackers They are trying to hack the data, and they are going to damage you financially and in other ways also. So we have to protect the data through the cryptography and how to handle these hackers or attackers. Cryptology encompasses both cryptography and cryptanalytic techniques. It is covering both how to cryptography, yani encrypting the data or decrypting the data, and how to protect data from the hackers. There are three key process techniques we are using to protect the data. Number one is called symmetric key encryption. Symmetric means similar, and the second one is asymmetric key encryption, means you have different keys, not the same key, for encrypting and decrypting the data. And the third one is the advanced one, which is very, very secure, called hash function. So we are going to talk about one by one what are these things: symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption and hash function. The first one is symmetric key encryption. That means it involves only one key. It is called private key method also. This encryption is based on a single key. The private key is what it sounds like. This key is solely used to encrypt and decode information. Private key encryption is another name for it. There are different names. We call it symmetric key or private key or single key or one key. But basically there are only one key to encrypt the data and decrypt the data. So the sender and receiver both have the same key. When sender is sending, the data is encrypted using the one key, and the same key is used when the receiver is using the data to decrypt or decode it back to the plain text. When you are decoding the data, basically you are making it unreadable. It is like a mathematical form or some digital form, so no one can read it and understand it. The second one is the sender encrypt the data with a private key and the recipient decrypt it with the key alone on this technique. So basically in this technique, symmetric key encryption, you have only one key, both for sender and receiver. So it is using the same key to encrypt the data and decrypt the data. So this is the simple one. Now we will talk about more complex one to make it more secure. So we are using two key method or asymmetric key encryption method. Basically we called it public key method. There are two keys in this encryption. First one is the public key and the second one is private key. Two key means in public key encryption, a public key and a private key are utilized, both of which are mathematically linked. So when the sender is sending the data, basically he is using public key to encrypt the data, but when the receiver is receiving it, he is using private key. So you don't know, both are different things. So this makes data more secure, that even the sender doesn't know what key he is using to use, and the receiver doesn't know what key the sender has used. So this is sometimes known as public key encryption to distinguish it from symmetric key encryption. A sender has the receiver public key and uses it to encrypt a message, but only the recipient knows the corresponding private key that is needed to decrypt the message, as shown in the diagram. Below is the diagram. I will show you how it works. See, when you are typing a message, it is in like a plain text. Everyone can understand. you are using some alphabets, you are using some numbers, some information, some account number, some mobile number, some amount or date or something, or name, addresses, okay? Before sending, you are using public key. Public key will encrypt the data, and it is making a cipher text that no one can understand. It is like the hexadecimal number, or octal number, basically digital form. It is converting all the data into digital. But when it reaches the receiver will use another key, not the public key. Public key is known to everyone, but the private key only known to the receiver, and he is using the private key again to decrypt or decode the data. See, here it is locked. So when it is passing through, it is very secure. When it comes to the user or the receiver, he is using private key to just open or convert the data again to the plain text. So this is how asymmetric key is working. Now I will talk about hash function. What is hash function? Apart from all other things, public key and private key concept, there is a new concept called hash function. The inclusion of one-way hash function to public key system improves the security, making it more secure. A hash function is using a variable length input. It passes to one-way hash algorithm. If the information is altered in any manner, even by 1 bit, the function assures that it is a completely different output value is generated. If someone is manipulating it, it is making sure that it will not give the same result. It will change the value, even if it is by 1 bit, because people are trying always to hack the data. So they are trying to hack even the digital forms of data, but this function is making sure that no one has altered or tampered the data, in simple words, so that if anyone has altered, it will give the entirely different value and securing the data. In hash function, a message of any length, even thousands of millions of bits, creates a fixed length output. Basically, it is creating the data and making one fixed length output. In this situation, for example, you have 160 bits. If the information is altered in any manner, even by 1 bit, the function assumes that it is completely different output. It is not the same one. A hash function is a cryptographic algorithm. It is using a cryptographic algorithm to convert the data, which is used to transform large random size data into a small fixed length size data, like checksum or some fixed length keys. The data output of the hash algorithm is called hash value or digest. When it is converting the data, it is called a hash value or digest. The basic operation of hash function does not need any key and operate in one-way manner. It is just taking, input, and it is giving the output. It is not using any key or something. It is using the algorithm to convert the data. There is no way to extract someone's signature from one document and attach to another. It is also making sure that whoever is sending, their identity should not be revealed and cannot be copied to others to give the impression that whoever is sending or to change the signed message in any manner as long as secure hash function is implied. So it is protecting the signature, means identity of the sender and receiver. The digital signature verification procedure will fail if even a minor modification. How it is controlling? If someone is tampering the data, it will not going to produce the signature. It is breaking the process. Okay. And when it breaks, you don't know who is sending the data. So basically you are protecting the sender information or identity, which is very, very important because it involves the personal information as well as the financial information. There are some advanced cryptographic techniques used nowadays, like stenography, called stenography. Stenography conceals the existence of a message by passing data across several carriers. It is using different ways to send the data. Its objective is to keep the secret message from being discovered. No one can guess what is the message. Steganography is the technique of communicating information in non-disclosive manner. No one can understand or disclose the message. The most frequent application of steganography is the to conceal information such as the pictures or sound within the contents of another file by implying a stego key such as a password. Now you know we are using password everywhere. Why? If even it goes to someone, he cannot open it. He needs the password. So this is called a stego key. So this stego key is used in steganography to conceal the existence of message or protecting your data, making it more secure. Steganography is derived from the Greek word stegnos, means hidden or secret. The term steganography is derived from Greek word stegnos, means in Greek hidden or secret, and graphy means writing or drawing. So stegnos plus writing is called graphy, is called steganography, and meaning hidden writing, like shorthand and other techniques previously used to protect the information. Steganography is the technique for communicating information in the veiled manner. Veiled means no one can understand it unless someone explain it or decode it. So basically steganography, like many other security techniques, may be used for a number of purposes, some of which are beneficial and others which are harmful. So steganography is both way, is beneficial as well as harmful also, but the benefit is more. Steganography can also be used as some way hash value replacement. Steganography may be also used to add tags to photo on the internet. Now, what are the cryptographic technologies we are using nowadays? There are some list I have included. There are many, but I have included some important one, like link layer encryption. You know, when you are transferring data, there are 7 layers of protocol from physical layer until the. So there are basically 7 layers of protocol. So this link layer encryption is there, and network layer encryption is there, and IP security, VPN, virtual private networks, and skip transport layer also they are using to encrypt the data, and SSL, secure socket layer, and PCT, private communication technologies, and application layers, and you have privacy enhanced mail, PGP, pretty good privacy techniques or technologies, and HTTPS, you know, secure HTTP, hypertext protocol, transferring protocol, or HTTPS. These are the technologies, common technologies are used to in cryptographic or encrypting or decrypting the data. Now I will talk about some strongest data encryption algorithm. What are the algorithms used to encrypt the data, like triple DES and two-fish encryption algorithm, blowfish encryption algorithm, advanced encryption standards or AES, IDEA encryption algorithm, MD5 encryption algorithm, HMAC encryption algorithm, or RSA security algorithm. These are the algorithms used to encrypt the data. Now, what are the areas where we are going to apply the cryptography? So, number one is defense services, because defense is very, very sacred. So, there we are using cryptography. And secure data manipulation means whoever is manipulating data should be secure. And as I told her initially, also e-commerce, because nowadays in pandemic everyone is using e-commerce or online shopping or online facilities for everything. And business transactions, internet payment systems, pass phrasing secure internet communications, user identification system, access control, computational security, secure access to corporate data, and data security. These are the areas where we are going to apply cryptography. Now I will take how it is working. In the past, only universities, academics utilizes the computer network to transmit email and corporate personal shared printers. Security did not receive much attention under these circumstances. Means in the past, this network security was not the concerns of everyone. It was only for the university academics, those who are using computer network to transmit email, or the corporate persons to share their printers. Security was not getting much attention of the commoners. However, millions of regular people are now using network for e-commerce, banking, income tax return, and everything. I think all parts of life. Even nowadays, people are using internet to, you know, get the appointment of doctors and medicine. So it is used everywhere, and everywhere you need to secure the information, especially your personal information and financial information. Now, what are how we are protecting the data in e-commerce? I will explain it. Let's assume in e-commerce what we are doing. Let's assume that the customer has placed an order through an e-commerce website. After doing all these things, at the end, it is asking the customer to make the payment using a payment gateway through the debit card or credit card. The merchant have the customer name, billing address, debit credit card number or token presenting the number, expiration date of the credit debit card, and possibly a credit card verification or CVV number. Let's see how it works, how the payment gateway transaction is processed. The customer is using merchant business to place the order, and through the internet, it is accessing the payment gateway to make the payment. Then the merchant and the payment gateway is using credit card server, and it is going to the credit card or debit card issuer bank, okay, to make sure you are authenticating the data and making it reliable. So you have different phases. It is not that directly you can debit and credit. There are different, procedures followed. Steps are there, making it secure that only the authorized person can use this by including lot of, algorithms inside and validations and checks. I will tell you how it is working in little detail. Network security method used by payment gateway to safeguard customer money. How it is going to save the customer. Data encryption is one of the main security methods used in payment gateway. Once you entered your card detail in the payment gateway, it gets encrypted by using payment gateway's public key and can only be decrypted by the payment gateway's private key. So once you entered your data, it will be encrypted by public key, and it will be decrypted only by the payment gateway using the private key. So no one else in between can read your data. The gateway uses an algorithm which makes sure that no unauthorized party can decrypt the encrypted data when being transmitted through the network. These algorithms usually follow symmetric same key for encryption and decryption, or asymmetric different key for encryption and decryption, as I explained earlier. Cryptography to mask the data so that unauthorized secure sources are unable to read or intercept the financial information of customer. So cryptography is basically masking your data. They are using secure socket layer techniques. Secure socket layer technique is the standard security protocol used in online transaction to establish an encrypted link between a web server where the payment is taken and a browser where the payment information is entered. So in between, it is making the data very, very secure. E-commerce websites uses SSL to authenticate their identity to the visiting customer and to protect sensitive information such as card details entered by the customer. It is advisable to make an online transaction on website which have SSL certifications. So you have to make sure that you are using a secure website, not a hacked or phishing site. You can check out the same for website by noting the HTTP prefix. Always see whether the address, the web address or URL start with HTTPS. HTTPS means secure. S stands for secure in the URL address. Or you can check the padlock, like the lock. If the lock is closed, that means it is a secure one. If the pad is unlocked, that means it is a unsecure. So don't use any unsecure website. for your e-commerce. There is another technique called secure electronic transaction, or SET, developed by this technique or algorithm is developed by Visa and MasterCard. You know, the Visa International and MasterCard, these are the most popular one in this world for all the financial transactions. The secure electronic, it is called secure electronic transaction protocol, is used to aid the secure transmission of customer debit or credit card details during online transactions. The protocol blocks out the detail of credit card information, thus preventing merchants, hackers, and unauthorized parties from accessing the sensitive information. Even the merchant sometimes can use your data repeatedly to make the payment. So it is actually blocking merchant also, and hacker and any unauthorized parties from accessing your sensitive information, your card number, your name, your expiry date, your amount, everything. SET uses customer digital signatures to maintain confidentiality, authentication, and data integrity. Now, I am at the conclusion. The subject of network security is quite challenging, and day to day it has new challenges. Everyone has either own definition of security and what risk levels are acceptable. The first important step in creating a safe network is defining what security means to your company. Everyone has their own definition. So first of all, you have to define what are the things you need, and according to your need, you have to secure your data. So at the last, I say thank you to everyone, and I think you have enjoyed or understand the network security and cryptography. And now I think I passed it to Amreen ma'am so that she can add something.
Thank you, sir. We'll start up with the query session, sir. Participants, if you have any queries, this is the question and answer session. If you can question, you can put up into a chat box. Sir, there is a question that how to maintain ATM cards.
Maintain.
Mr. Srinivas has asked, sir, how to maintain ATM cards.
Maintain means what? Secure? How to secure ATM
yes,
card?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I think first of all, you should make it very, very protective. Don't reveal the card number or the expiry date or the CVV number to anyone, even if you're close friend, because sometimes they may use it for some unauthorized, transactions. And don't, whenever you go to the ATM, first make sure that there is nothing, no hidden camera or something. Sometimes the hackers or these buggers, they are putting something to read your card or something. So you have to make sure, and you should not use your card while there is some other person standing behind you to see your PIN number especially. Okay, so always protect your data by yourself, put it in the cover. And nowadays there are some money wallet is coming, which is very, very secure. They are using Wi-Fi protected, so always use Wi-Fi protected money purse so that no one can access your data through NFC. Now there are cards, NFC enabled cards are there, and anyone can access without your knowledge. If it is coming to very close, vicinity of you, and they can read your data. So these are the some steps, and always, go to the known place. Don't go to any unknown place, or, something looking very, very, fishy kind of things. I think, and anyway, the ATM cards are very, very protected, and it is insured also, most of the ATM cards are insured ones. So anything happened, they will take care also. But you have to also take, some steps to protect your data. Don't be very, very, lenient and share the data and reveal the data like this. Amreen ma'am, your I think
Sorry,
speaker.
sir. Sorry, sir. And the next question is, how safe will the new central bank digital currency be?
How to?
How safe will the new central bank digital currency be?
Central bank digital currency. Which country we are talking about? Our Indian central bank or some other central bank?
Maybe it is India, sir, but
So I think in India it is Reserve Bank of India, the central bank of
yes,
India.
sir. We don't have central bank here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there is a central bank, but I think that bank, I think, is ceased now to exist. Central Bank of
Okay.
India, right? So
We have only reserve. Yes, sir.
maybe the question is about the Reserve Bank. So is there any new currency introduced by Reserve Bank? I am not aware.
Not it, sir.
Not yet, right? So I think this
Yes, sir.
question does not arise. Still, it is far.
Natarajan is saying, like, it is going to be introduced, sir. Digital currency is going to be introduced. So that is why she is asking.
Okay, okay. In the
Bill is
future,
yet to be
maybe
passed.
like
Yeah, yeah,
cryptocurrency,
yeah.
bitcoins. See, this is now, very, very much in debate, and there are many things actually. And now I don't know how government of India is going to, regulate this one. Once the regulation will come, we will see, because government of India is very much, concerned about the security of the people and their money. So I think it will take some more time. But now it is in the evolving stage. So there are a lot of, uh, loopholes are there. So I think we should wait for some more time. When it gets stabilized, then we should go for it. This is my personal advice.
Thank you, sir. And I call upon Mr. Enoch, sir, Assistant Professor from Department of Commerce, to thank our chief guest. Enoch, sir, kindly on your audio, sir.
I think his mic is muted. I am not able to hear anything.
Yes, sir. Enoch, sir, we are unable to hear you, sir. Sir, I am unable to hear you, sir. Kindly higher up your volume, sir, maybe. Not audible, sir. Sir, 1 second, sir.
Is it audible now, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is audible, sir.
Pleasant morning to one and all. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this international seminar. First, I'd like to extend my special thanks to XRM IST for giving us an opportunity to organize this program. I extend a heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Mohidur Rahman, who presented a wonderful seminar for us. Thank you for spending your valuable time of your busy schedule, sir. The way you explain the topic is exemplary, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I am very thankful to our HOD, sir, Dr. Jaybal, for giving us a right way to make this program a successful one. A special thanks to you, sir. My great congratulations to all the participants for this active participation in this program. As no program can be successful with a single person. I extend my special thanks to our department faculty and all volunteers for their support. Thank you all for making this event a grand success. Thank you one and all for attending the program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Enoch, sir. Thank you so much for conveying your thanks to our chief guest. Participants will be putting up the link here within 2 minutes. Yes, yes. It has been just added. So kindly fill your feedbacks. Sir, thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thanks everyone. I think you have enjoyed it. And only
Yes,
one
sir.
request, I need the
Definitely, sir.
recording of this.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, I think it is a wonderful session today and very, good audience and guests. And I hope we will meet again in near future.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir, for spending your time for our institution to give a great presentation.
No problem. It's my pleasure always to, interact with good people, especially
Thank you,
those
sir.
who are interested in learning. This is our profession to, teach people. So I am very happy and I also enjoyed.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. This is Satish, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. The session has gone wonderful, sir.
Okay.
So
Nice.
we have received many comments from our participant side. A very informative session, excellent session, and all, sir. So
Good.
the information is now the pandemic situation, sir. So your information is very useful to all the participants and the public, sir.
Correct.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, Mr. Satish. Doctor.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So I think I can leave now, or you have some
Yes,
more?
sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So, okay, once again, I thank everyone and hope to meet you soon.
Sure, sir.
Goodbye.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Bye. See
sure,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
All the participants can leave after completing your forms. Thank you. Thank you all for participating. All the participants can kindly leave after completing your Google Forms. Thank you so much.